framework that I use when developing a marketing program or campaign for television involves first and foremost taking a look at the audience or the intended audience for a piece of programming. So that could be talking to the producers to try and understand what they think the audience might be. It might involve taking a look at research where the programs were tested in different places and understand what the audience found appealing about the different show. And also, there's a certain amount of gut. Simplest example, the Flash was a comic book. People like comic books, will likely like this show. So it's starting with the audience and then trying to understand from the audience that you've decided to target where we can reach that audience. So if I am doing a show like Riverdale that's got like hunky teenagers and that kind of thing, that's a very different audience we're looking for than the audience we'd be looking for on Walker Texas Ranger. And it's different, not just in terms of sort of like the kind of content that's like what these shows are, but also sort of the places where we would think that the show like that would do well. So, for example, on a show called Heart of Dixie we did with Rachel Bilson, she was a New York doctor who moved to Alabama. And so rather than try to buy a lot of radio spots on K-Rock or Power in New York and spend that kind of money, we ran radio and put up billboards, not on Sunset Boulevard, but on like Sunset Street in a small town, outside of Mobile. We went and we tried to find media in the places where it was cheaper and more impactful because, generally speaking, national TV advertisers did not buy billboards in those communities. And so for us, we thought that that would make the audience feel like we saw them, that we put the billboard there, and that then this was a show for them. So really starting with the audience, and from understanding the audience, anything else on a marketing campaign comes from that. Where you try to reach them, why you try to reach them, when you try to reach them, and taking a look at the habits of the audience you think you're trying to reach. And there's tons of syndicated research, and there's all kinds of things we can look at to understand, what kind of TV show a woman between 18 and 34 who's interested in fashion might watch and try to run ads in a similar show, or with just it's a matter of understanding the audience. Anything with a marketing campaign starts with the audience.